and I will be presenting for the University of Newcastle today. Feel free to put your hand up anytime. Feel free to ask any question. I will give you time at the end of the presentation, but if you prefer to, put your hand up and let me know when you have a question during the presentation, that's perfectly fine as well. So my name is Sonia Vilches-Montero, and I am the program. I also coordinate the graduate certificate in business administration, which is a shorter program that is a stepping stone for students who wish to transition from graduate certificate towards the MBA as well. So these two programs are linked together, and I am going to, of course, emphasize presentation on the MBA, but I wanted to briefly as well give you a few insights about the grad certificate in business administration as well. So just to give you a little bit of my background, I am a senior lecturer in marketing at the Faculty of Business at UON, and I have been with the university for about 8 years now. I used to work in Queensland before, but I moved to New South Wales and Newcastle to join the university back in 2012. So I have been taking care of different programs over the last few years, and for my teaching, I focus completely on postgraduate degrees teaching, and that is my bigger passion, is to teach for the different postgrad programs in the Faculty of Business as well. So I will be giving you a bit of an overview of the program and what are the key advantages, the key benefits of studying with us. I want to also give you an overview of the program itself, what kind of courses you could be selecting and choosing, what are the questions that you may have, or what are the supporting teams that we have at the university that you can also consult or approach with any questions you may have after the presentation. Let me see if I can move, seems to be stuck there. So why should we study at the University of Newcastle? Reason number one for me, probably in order relevance and importance to myself, is that internationally recognized for the quality of their teaching and the quality of their research. So my recommendation is that when a student is looking at the university they want to study and invest, their time and efforts with to obtain a postgraduate degree, faculty does this business school have an international accreditation. So we have the AACSB, that is an internationally prestigious accreditation association that is actually just certifying teaching and research quality for less than 5% of the world universities. Actually with other rankings, for example, the QS ranking shows that we are in the top 1% of the universities worldwide as well. So my recommendation, if you are looking at an evaluation of different options, that this would be the starting point. Look for universities who are accredited with the AACSB, who are in the top rankings with the QS ranking. They are both available on the internet. You can check with this information anytime you want as well. But that would be a starting point. And the in relevance of accreditation is that you will be, welcome to work in any country. You get a degree from a university that is in the top 1% according to QS, or a AACSB that qualifies and certifies quality for less than 5% of the world universities, you will have a plus immediately. And you can work in any country in the world. If you're an international student and you're planning to go back to your country after you complete the MBA, well, you will be acknowledged and recognized as well. So that would be for me a first starting point. And we're very proud of being in the top quality universities. Other reasons, I probably would highlight the quality of the teaching and the research at our faculty and at UON. because some universities could be completely focused on teaching, and I have to be a bit honest there. There are teaching universities and there are teaching and research universities. Now, what does this mean for you as a potential student? Is that you will have access to lecturers who are keeping their knowledge up to date. We are investing in academic research. We are at the front line of knowledge in each one of our disciplines, even if it is marketing, if it is finance, accounting. Any courses in the MBA program are delivered by top researchers that are also very well linked and connected with industry in the Hunter region, in New South Wales, and internationally as well. So our effort when it comes to teaching is to integrate knowledge research. So we give you the latest advance in terms of management and leadership strategies, but we're also, giving you very practical applications to your companies. So that is, I would say, one of the big advantages of the university. We are making a big effort to keep up to date, not just with excellent teachers, but also with excellent researchers who can bring all the fresh knowledge to the. We also have a fantastic facility. We're very proud of our new building. I think it is about 2 years new, and we're very comfortable in this building as well. We are not a new faculty. This only means that we moved from an older campus and an older building to a brand new one very recently here in Newcastle. So I'm not sure if you are here with us in the city or if you are connecting from other cities in Australia or overseas, but the University of Newcastle has one big campus in the outskirts of the city, and we are investing heavily in buildings in the center, the heart of the city as well. So there is some big building project coming to move different faculties, and we were the first one actually moving into this new building, but the faculty itself, of course, has been with the university from the beginning. We also have flexible options with the study at the postgrad level, which is an advantage for many students who are dealing with multiple commitments. So many of our students, I would say easily 50–60% of our students have multiple commitments, family, work, and study commitments. So it is very important to give flexibility through the MBA or the grad certificate. And we are combining face-to-face delivery with online courses as well. So some students prefer to combine. One trimester you may have extra time, you're probably not traveling overseas too much, particularly not this year, but then you decide face-to-face courses because I can be on campus this trimester. But then maybe in a couple of trimesters, the borders open again and we resume intensive traveling, and then you will see I'm going to be away for quite a few weeks this trimester. I think I prefer to enroll in an online course so you can study and follow classes from anywhere you are. So that is actually a big advantage. The students value that a lot. You can complete the program almost entirely online if you want to, and that's something that you can come and discuss with us as well. The majority of our students, of course, are adults with several years of work experience. We also have a percentage of our students, around probably 25–30% of the students who have under 5 years of experience, work experience, and they are joining us coming from bachelor in business degree, most cases, and they are very young, useful, and very enthusiastic to learn as well. But we have a broad variety of profiles in the program. This last trimester, in trimester 1, I was teaching, I had students with under 5 years of work experience, 10 years, 15+ years of work experience. So you really see a broad variety of profiles there. It is a rich environment, which I think everyone is very comfortable with and very proud of, you know, being in the program. We have a very program, and in general with all the infrastructure we have in the building and in the city. The city is also a beautiful tourist destination. We have pretty much in the city everything that you will need for leisure and entertainment. So if you're planning to come from overseas or for quite a few years, and I really made it myself home now. So it is a city and an area that you will definitely enjoy and like. In terms of some of the other benefits, we are making lots of efforts to stay connected with industry, which means that we have, for the MBA and for the undergraduate programs as well, but in your case for the MBA and the grad certificate, we have a board of advisors who come from industry. They are all the skills they are interested in, the skills and the knowledge that they are looking for in newly graduate students from our postgrad program. So we take all that feedback and we feed it into our courses to ensure that we are keeping in line with the needs of the industry as well. So that is, in my opinion, another big advantage of the program. We are not just giving you the outcomes of our research or the leading research in our discipline, we are also making sure that that knowledge is relevant and significant for the industry and in the work field. So it is a beautiful environment. With the program, we constantly monitor student satisfaction with courses, with the program, with experience to UN in general, and we're very happy to see very, very high levels of student satisfaction as well. So I would say these are roughly what we are offering, what we have been working on and continue to work on. So I would love to welcome you all really to the program. Even if you are an international or a domestic student, you will find what I think you're looking for in here. We are very used to having, and I'm looking at the last point there, we're very used to have a significant percentage of international students every trimester. Even now with the lockdown, we still have students who are staying with us for the rest of the year. They are not going back to their countries despite the pandemic and the crisis, but they are deciding to stay with us for the remaining of their program, and they are a significant part of our cohort of international students. So you will see lots of student backgrounds and lots of levels of experience in the program as well. Now, what are the benefits of studying a postgraduate degree? What are the benefits of getting this grad certificate? What are the benefits of the MBA? If I can be a little bit more specific, I would say that the MBA is very focused on the student experience. We create a variety of extracurricular activities that enrich knowledge and work experiences as well. So during the year, we ensure that we have events leading towards enhancing the students' management skills, the connection with the industry, networking. So we are very centered, but also you know, to achieve this unique experience when they connect with the industry, when they talk to potential employers, when they want a special seminar, when they want a special workshop to strengthen their skills. We have a range of them every year. There in the second point, we have around 70 elective, to be precise, 72 elective courses available for our students in the MBA, which means that you can choose from a wide variety of disciplines. You might be interested in an MBA or with a specialization in finance or in marketing. You may be interested in human resources or in management, in IT, maybe a little bit of, you know, consumer psychology. There is a wide variety really of electives there. So with 72 electives, we are covering pretty much every possibility in terms of preferences for specialization as well. As I mentioned, we have online and face-to-face learning modes, which you can combine in different ways during the duration of the program. You can combine maybe one face-to-face and one online course in one trimester. Maybe you're going to do all, giving the students a lot of flexibility to balance work, family, and studies as well. We work intensively with consultancy style assignments and assessments. So the MBA is not only about situations across different industry and company scenarios as well. So it's very problem-based, very, very oriented to finding original solutions, being innovative, and having an impact in the industry. I would say that is an emphasis that we have prioritized during the last 3 years. We need to make an impact with our graduate students. We need students that would be agents. So in general, the environment is very rich, as I mentioned, and we have very motivated students. So that makes it really a very pleasant program to be in. So in terms of what are your personal objectives, why should you study? You know, in addition to the experience, in addition to having from my experience during these 8 years with the University of Newcastle, what I have seen in the MBA is that, and the great majority of the students come to the MBA because they want to advance their career. So advancing their career usually has 2 different dimensions. One group of students is interested in progressing in an upwards trajectory. They have already selected an area in the business disciplines where they have been working for years. So some people are working in finance, they come from Westpac, they come from ANZ, in some cases they are engineers, they come from Hunter Water, and so on. So they have already selected, you know, their area of interest, but they want to progress their career in an upwards trajectory. So they know what they want to specialize on when it comes to the MBA, and they are really aiming at promotion. That objective. The second group of students who are looking into progressing their careers is interested in moving a bit sideways. So as I mentioned to you, for example, we may get students from engineering. We have usually a good number of engineers coming into the MBA because they want to move a little bit sideways. They want to get into the management aspect of it in terms of project management or management of human resources. And they want to get into the business area and progress a bit sideways and upwards into, you know, moving from purely engineering oriented careers into a more management oriented career. So the program definitely allows for that. In some other cases, we have students with less than 5 years of work experience. They are still not sure what to want to specialize in, and they do take the program as an opportunity to get a better overview of the business disciplines, and they make a decision. Sonia, I really want to specialize in marketing, or Sonia, now I am more clear, I want to specialize in finance. And they use the MBA as a way to add to their resume and to those 3, 4, or 5 years of work experience that they already have. So that allows them to find, you know, job more quickly when they come back to the workplace as well. So lifelong ties. We have a group of alumni. I'm going to show you another slide at the end. We keep in contact with our alumni, and we organize activities to invite them and to come to events during the year. So you graduate, but we are not gonna leave you alone. We will keep in touch with you, and we will create opportunities for you to continue to keep touching bases with us. Next week, for example, we have the Living Agenda event at the faculty, and we have invited some of our alumni to participate in the discussion panel. One of our students in the MBA, former student, is actually participating in with a brief presentation during the event. So we are going to keep engaged with you, and we will make sure that we can support you in any other. Create a pathway for the students to achieve their goals. We are very aware that the students have in mind a particular objective when they come to the program. And the great majority has already made a decision. I want to achieve this after my MBA, and we're here to all their goals, and we do our best to provide support for those, for the students to achieve those objectives as well. I have lots of benefits here. I should probably speed up a little bit. Strategic thinking. The strategic thinking is at the core of the objectives of the program. And as I mentioned before, it's very well connected with the problem solving skills that you're going to develop. So it will give you an overview of the business and management challenges that the companies face. And it will help you, find what are the main or the most feasible strategies and solutions to those issues as well. I would say in general, students without any MBA background or any business background, they come into the program from, as I mentioned, from engineering, from nursing. And although they don't have that business background, they quickly catch up. So my second point there is about ensuring that you get the lexicon, you get the knowledge, you get, the skills, regardless of what background you have. We develop your capacity and visibility as a leader. I just mentioned the Living Agenda event. It's an event that it was originally planned to be completely face-to-face in our building. Now we're going to combine, because of the social distancing restrictions, we will combine a group face-to-face in the building with part of the audience being connected in Zoom as well. But the Living Agenda is part of our annual events. We are holding it actually twice every year to invite leading managers from the Hunter region and from the country. They give, they are our keynote speakers, and we invite our students to attend. They are telling us always, keeping us updated on what are the latest challenges and what are the skills that they are looking for when they are, interviewing, when they are hunting for new professionals. So that is basically what I wanted to show you in terms of what you're getting. We're very much aware that the students are investing time, efforts, and we feel responsible for those investments, and we want to make sure that we help you achieve the objectives you have. A little bit about the building. I don't know if anyone has seen or visited the building in Newcastle. Anybody?
Yes, I have.
Yes, Tori, you have?
Yeah, I have. I do a Bachelor of Psychological Science at the moment, and I do business electives
Yes.
up at New Space.
Oh, fantastic then. Okay, so that's good, because I wanted to again highlight a little bit that you will in Newcastle City, okay? Not in the Callahan campus, that is a little bit further away from the city, the core of the city. So we are in the middle of everything, and that's also fantastic. Lots of options for lunch and dinner, and it's actually pretty good. The building is large, vertically speaking. We've got 8 levels, and there are, of course, I would say options for completing different activities. It's not just coming to class and getting into the classroom and leaving. There are other really fantastic facilities available. We have the library on campus. We have the student kitchen area. You as an MBA student will have exclusive access to the staff kitchen, which is very large and really comfortable. So our MBA and only the postgrad students have access to the staff kitchen. We know that in many cases, students are coming to class at 6 p.m. after work, and you may need to heat up something and sit and have dinner before you come to class. So you have usually an hour between 5 and 6 p.m. to do so. So the kitchen is available. You can enjoy the views from the balcony. There is security 24 hours in the building, 24/7 in the building. We have a coffee shop, computer terminals, study areas, quiet study areas as well, group study areas. So there is a lot really that you can do in the building as well. So it is a state-of-the-art building, and we're trying to incorporate as much technology as possible as well. You will see the new labs that we are launching for this year. The finance lab looks really like a lot of fun. It will be very interactive, and it will boost, I would say, the learning environment for finance courses. A new updated technology, but in general, all the classrooms are very well equipped with the computer screens, with large projector screens as well. Fantastic, I don't know, the sun hits in the building. So it is a comfortable building to be in my opinion. So I wanted to just highlight that as well. What else? Make the most of your time. As I mentioned, there is a lot to do in the building. There is a couple of pictures there of the classrooms. Some of them are more in an auditorium style. Some of them have individual tables for round table discussions during the class. So there are different arrangements as well, and different classroom sizes depending on which course you're in. For an MBA, especially when it comes to elective courses, the class sizes reduce a lot. You will be with around 30, 40 students in the classroom, and you go into more cozy and interactive classroom designs as well. So that is actually one of the large ones for much bigger classes as well. We have a team of program advisors. So in case you have questions didn't pop up today and you think of something tomorrow, you can contact either me as your program convener, but we also have a team of how do I apply? You know, I have 10 plus years of work experience. Can I get credit? Cost of the program, duration of the program, anything that you want to know, just feel free to contact our program advisors. You can also email me. But keep in touch and let us know what you want to know. Okay, so we also have, probably for Tori, that you are probably already our student. Ask UON is in the ground floor, so we also have staff at the entrance of the building that take care of any questions that the students may have. They are all fantastic people and very willing to help and to support you as well. So any questions so far? Because I'm going to move to a slightly different topic now, getting more specifically into the programs, but any questions so far? Am I going too fast, too slow? Probably everyone is gone already.
No, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Tori, at least I see Tori here. Okay, Tony, are you still with us?
Yeah, still here.
Yeah, okay. Any questions, Tony?
No, at the moment, no, fine.
Yeah, it's a small group today, so I have room for questions. Okay, feel free, okay?
Thank you.
Look, my next topic, after giving you the background of the school, the faculty, and the university, I wanted to give you a brief overview of what you could be having or experiencing when you study with us. What are the programs all about? That's what I want to say. So, although today the emphasis is on the Master in Business Administration, which is about a 2-year commitment, depending on how you enroll, how many courses you enroll, of course, but it is basically a bigger program. We also have the Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, which is a stepping stone towards the Masters. In some cases, the students talk to me and say, Sonia, look, I would love to do the MBA, but I'm not sure if I can commit to 12 courses and, you know, 3 or 4 trimesters. It looks like a big long-term project, how about starting with a grad certificate? And that's all good. So students who may be interested in the grad certificate complete 4 courses instead of 12, that is the normal for the MBA. And if you decide to come back a year later and you tell me, Sonia, I'm ready for the master's now, and I really want to get, you know, my less busy or whatever the reason is, Sonia, I'm ready for the master's. So all the courses that you completed in your graduate certificate will be granted credit towards the MBA. So it is designed that way. So the courses that you complete for the grad certificate are part of the compulsory courses of the MBA. So you will be granted credit automatically. So let's start with the graduate certificate. As I said before, it is it's a much shorter program, so you only need to complete 4 foundational courses in business. So 2 are called the core courses, which are compulsory. Okay, core means not only foundational, but it means compulsory. So those are the 2 courses you must complete: Managing Under Uncertainty, Organizational Behavior and Design. And because in this program we consider that some students are coming back to uni after a long period of absence or no studies at uni. So these 2 courses are, let's say, foundational introductory courses. So regardless of your background or how long you have been away from uni studies, these courses start from scratch and will give you a thorough knowledge and understanding of these key business areas and allow you to continue to study the elective courses as well. So the 2 core courses are, as I said, compulsory. Then you have to choose 2 electives, and you can choose any of those 5 courses there, whatever you want. The courses management and financial and management accounting. Those 2 courses are more foundational again. Okay, so the courses in blue are more foundational. So it will really depend when it comes to electives on how much experience you have in business, how maybe how long you have been away from uni studies, or exactly what preferences you want, which area you want to go with. So in the list of elective courses, we combine those 2 levels, more foundational and a little bit more intermediate as well. So, and you still wish to continue with the MBA immediately or 6 months later or a year later, you can come again and use your grad certificate as a stepping stone to achieve the MBA qualification. So now the MBA is the program that carries most of the reputation and the international recognition, of course, for the faculty. So we have invested a lot of effort in, as I said before, in ensuring that the program has good recognition for our graduates, which means that you can proudly show that you studied with us, and that will mean a certificate that is backed up by a quality assurance as well. So when it comes to the MBA, you will have 2-3 different kinds of courses you can choose from. We have introductory courses. For example, Introduction to Marketing, Organizational Behavior, Introductory Accounting and Finance. Those are more foundational. For students who may have a good background of intermediate courses directed fundamentally to reinforcing leadership and management skills. And then for the capstone courses, you may be interested in more advanced knowledge, more specific, because you're familiar with business, because you have already built your skills with the previous 2 levels, and you want something really much more advanced. And we call them the capstone courses. So I'll show you a few examples here, just to give you an idea of. For the, I'm going to minimize this because I can't see the screen. Yeah. So for the MBA, there is a larger number of courses to complete. So instead of 4 that you have to complete for the grad certificate, now you have to complete 12. For those 4 courses from your grad certificate will be granted automatically credit towards the MBA. So in that particular case, your remaining number of courses will be 8 out of those 12. If you start with the MBA from the beginning, let's say, then you need to complete 12 this core courses again, so they are compulsory. Again, the colors in blue in this case are the more foundational courses, black for intermediate, and the red color font for the more advanced courses as well. And we are trying to structure really all our courses in that in those categories, so the students can choose really suitable for them for their career goals as well. Now, after you complete these 6 core courses, then you can choose 6 elective courses. And here is where you have a lot of flexibility. And this is the 72 elective courses I mentioned before. So because of a space and room, I could not put all 72 electives there, but if you're interested in the program, I can send you a prospectus by email. So just send me an email. I will reply to you with a prospectus for the program. And there is a page dedicated to showing all 72 electives as well. So you will see that we cover pretty much everything. There are courses in management, in law, in marketing, finance, human resources, entrepreneurship and innovation, IT, psychology, anything in the business family, basically. So you can also have a little bit of an input into the level of complexity of each elective courses. So just to give you a few examples, again, the electives are also structured into categories for foundational, intermediate, and advanced elective courses as well. So just to give you a few examples there, I also classify them with the colors into blue, black, and red. But you will be able to choose what suits you best. In some cases, our students have a good number of work experience dedicated to making progress in a particular business discipline. So they have progressed their career, let's say in marketing, communications, digital marketing, or they have already years of experience in management or in finance. Any of the business disciplines actually could become a specialization. So if you want to have an MBA degree with a specialization in any of these 6 subdisciplines that you see in the list, you can do so as well. Now, the specialization have no extra cost, take no extra time either. The only condition really that we put in there is that you select 4, looking at the right-hand side of the screen, 4 out of the 6 electives from the same discipline, okay? So everything on the left-hand side remains the same. You still have to complete your core course. You may say, Sonia, look, I am a finance person. I'm going to take these 4 electives from out of the 72 electives. I'm interested in these ones, or any other combination. This is just an example. Any other combination of finance courses that you want, and that will give you the MBA with a specialization in finance. For the other 2 electives, you can choose anything you want: marketing, human resources, anything. So that's for the specialization in finance. If you look, for example, at the second example, again, this is now a specialization in human resource management. And again, you see an example there of somebody who completes the 6 compulsory courses, but when it advanced courses. And then the top 2 there could be, again, any electives, maybe marketing, maybe entrepreneurship and innovation, maybe globalization, anything you want, okay? So that would be an MBA with a specialization in human resources. In general, you can have any of these specializations in the list. Complete the minimum 4. You can complete 6 in finance or 6 in marketing if you want to, but the minimum is 4 for this specialization. Now, why completing the specialization? I'm probably going to go back because I'm still in that topic. Why completing the specialization? Again, it will depend on your career objectives. when you have a big level of confidence that your area is, for example, finance. I received an email actually a couple of weeks ago from a potential student, and he was saying, look, Sonia, I have worked in the finance sector for a financial consulting company for a number of years, and I really want to move, advance my career in an upwards trajectory within the same niche market I have been working on. Then another day, and this is another email I got probably 3 weeks ago, and a student said to me, I have an engineering background, but I'm interested into moving into more managerial positions. So in the case of students from nursing, from engineering, they usually prefer the general MBA, and opportunity to select electives from a broader variety of business disciplines, of course, because they are curious about, or they just want to get a more generic knowledge of the business disciplines as well. They haven't really selected, or they don't have a particular discipline in mind, but they really want the MBA to move sideways and upwards in their career as well. So it will depend really on your objectives, but both of them are very popular. Many students get the general MBA, and we also have a good number of students choosing a specialization as well.
Sonia, I just have a question there.
Yes.
What would be the benefit of doing the MBA combined with the Master in HR compared to doing MBA and with specialization in HR?
Yeah, so okay, so I'm going to clarify. Thank you for that question. Very good, because I did not include that answer in my slide, so I will try to be very clear, okay? What I am presenting here is an MBA with a specialization in, okay? What you mentioned today is a double degree or a double program, okay? Which is also an option. I did not include it here today. It is an option in which you get the MBA and the Master in Finance, for example, or the Master in Marketing, okay? So it's a dual degree. And in that case, the number of courses goes up a little bit. I think it is about 16 courses instead of 12, okay? Does that make sense? Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah. Also, would because I'm coming from a psych background,
yeah.
Would having an MBA with a specialization give me a bit more of a broader knowledge, or like?
It will give you more specific knowledge because you are selecting at least 4 elective courses from the same discipline. If you go for the general MBA, you can choose 2 from human resources, 2 from marketing, 2 from finance, and that is all good. But you will get a bit of knowledge from different areas. If you want to go deeper, then the specialization gives you a really good advantage. Maybe because you have background in psychology, you could be interested in human resources, for example. I mean, I'm just talking from previous examples of students who are coming from psychology background. They usually are very interested in human resource management. So if, let's say that's your example, then it will give you, the specialization gives you a plus in the sense that, look, you're combining your psychology degree with everything that is related to managing people in organizations. So it is a really good complement as well. And we do have those choices as well in the MBA. We have had students with psychology background that go for example, for the working with people in organizations, and they go with human resource management. Now the double degree is a little bit more courses, okay? So you get an MBA and you get a MAF, for example, the MAF, the Master in Applied Finance, or you get the MBA and you get your Master in Marketing. That's a dual degree, and it takes a little bit longer to complete it. I'm pretty sure that it's around 16 for the combination of courses, depending on which masters you choose. The Master in Finance, the Master in Marketing, the Master in Human Resource Management, they have different requisites. So you can, I can put you in contact with the program conveners of that master, so you can get an idea of how many courses you will complete in total, okay?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, thank you.
Yeah. is, again, you just keep on learning more and more of that particular, it's a bigger specialization, if we can put it that way. You will have more courses in marketing if you go with the master in marketing. You will have way more courses in human resources and more advanced courses in human resources if you go with the master as well. If you go with a dual degree, basically you get a lot more knowledge in that particular discipline as well. But you still have to complete the core courses, in which we have still all the other disciplines. You will still have in the core courses, you know, the finance, the marketing, the management, the leadership. So that's, you know, given, but it will just make a difference in terms of how further you want to progress your knowledge to. You really want advanced knowledge. And in that case, the students in the Masters of Applied Finance or the Master in Marketing, they will usually select a larger number of elective courses that are in the red color there, in the advanced or intermediate and advanced. So it depends on how comfortable you feel. You don't have to make all the decisions from the beginning. In many cases, students start with the MBA, and after one trimester, they feel so comfortable and confident, okay, I can manage this, but I also want the other degree. And then they change. What you have in front of you is not a dual degree, okay? What I have in the screen here is an MBA, so single degree with a specialization. Does that make sense? Tori?
That answered my question. Thank you.
Yes, answers your question?
Yes, it has. Thank you.
The program convener for the other masters, okay? And
Excellent.
then we can work out exactly how many courses would be involved in a double degree in that case, okay?
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah. Then if you have any questions, again, email me, but we also have in our website the general question and answers. So there are samples of questions there that sometimes you can quickly, you know, check. The typical questions: can I study at different campuses? This is important. The MBA is available in Singapore, Sydney, Newcastle, and Gosford, okay? So you can enroll the program in, depending on where you live. The building in Sydney is in Elizabeth Street. It's also very comfortable. Large number of international students in Sydney as well. Gosford, for those who may live in the Central Coast, is a newer campus, but is growing very quickly as well. It captures all that, you know, territory that is a little bit in between the two big cities. So that we have actually a growing number of students in Gosford as well. Remember that you can switch. Can I move between online and face-to-face? You can alternate, and you only need to let us know when you're alternating from being a full face-to-face student, or if you want to combine, or you want to be fully online enrolled. How many subjects can I study each year for full-time enrollment? If you to enroll 3 courses every trimester. If you go part-time, the minimum is 1. Students usually enroll 2 each trimester. And remember, you're looking at 12. So you can manage the number of enrollments depending on how quickly you want to finish, or how heavy the workload, you know, that you can manage each is actually. So just keep in mind that you have to juggle lots of things. So students, for the core courses, usually come to classes at 6 p.m. All the core courses are delivered actually in face-to-face mode, if you choose face-to-face, but they are scheduled at 6 p.m. So students that work to be able to move, have a quick snack before the class, and commute from work to the campus. When are the classes scheduled? We usually make the timetable available at the beginning of the year for the entire year. So you can check timetables in advance, and that's very useful information when you want to enroll and start planning the rest of the year. Then you can get into the website. I can show you the link or send you the link if you want, and then you can find the timetable for a particular course, and you know that helps a lot organizing life when you're juggling lots of things. Okay, Alumni, I did mention them. We keep in touch with our alumni. There is also, I wanted to mention that I think I didn't before. We have a scholarship program. That is the last point on your right, but I want to highlight it because the WIMBA scholarship. The WIMBA means Women in MBA. And we have a scholarship program that is co-funded between your employer and the faculty. So you may be eligible to apply. It's targeting women who want to further their career and advance quickly. So get in touch as well with me. At the moment, I am coordinating as well the WIMBA program. So the scholarship program receives and processes all the applications. We get in contact with you, with your employer, and we see, you know, how we can co-fund in conjunction with the student as well, how we can share the load there as well. So I just wanted to mention that one in particular, because it is a recent scholarship program, newer. I think we have had it for 3 years at the most, but it's been very successful. And it's a really good support for the students and gives additional flexibility from their employers. It's like a sort of an agreement, so we help co-funding the cost of the program as well. Networking, as I mentioned, next week we have the Leading Agenda program, and we're hoping that in August the next one is in September, sorry. Hopefully we'll have you know, regulations more relaxed, and we'll be able to host and welcome a lot more people in September as well on our campus. But at the moment, we will share online and face-to-face. So again, just a few emails. The program advisor is important. That's an important email because they will guide you through the application process. If you are interested and you want to say, okay, I'm interested, what is next for me? You can get a lot of advice and guidance from Janet. We also have Steph there in the dual degree advisor, Stephanie. Both share the same email, so they can help you with your questions, with preparing your application. But basically what you need is any academic transcripts or previous studies that you have completed, a resume detailing all your, especially your relevant work experience, and a letter of verification from your employers for the last ideally for the last 10 years. If you can certify and verify more, that's fantastic, because then you are eligible for credit as well. That's something I also wanted to mention. If you have studied at another institution at the postgrad level, we sometimes have students who have completed a master in communication or a master in psychology. They want to know whether some of those courses can receive credit towards the MBA. So you can submit your application to the program with an application for credit together. So when you receive the answer and the letter of offer, you know exactly how much credit you got, and that helps you calculate you know, the duration of the program as well. If you have 10 plus years of relevant work experience, I have to highlight the words relevant work experience. So in managerial positions, we can also consider your work experience to see whether we can grant credit as well towards the MBA. So that's something that comes to me, but through Janet or Stephanie,